Okay, right, we're doing it. Review, PoE time, baby. Let's just jump into it. So yeah, I've been playing PoE for the past, I don't know, week or so since the new season came out. Been kind of diving on and off of it, and I just wanted to do a kind of review on what I think about PoE. Right, I'm not gonna really try and compare it to D4 too much because I think that's a time for another video, whatever. And I think that requires a more of an in-depth look at how both of the games play, and then like a side by side, and then comparing all that kind of stuff. So that's a video for another time. In this video, I just want to go through PoE and why I like PoE and kind of my thoughts about it. When you start off on the beach, you are delved straight into the action. You have your character, you get a bit of gear, you get some jewels and gems, and you put them into your sockets of the weapon that you have, and then you go kill monsters, and then you get to the town. Well, actually, you get to your first kind of boss right off the bat, and then you get to your town, and then you keep progressing through the game, and it's just non-stop killing monsters throughout the entire game. And at a fundamental level, what I want from the game is completely just tick that box. Just off the bat, it is completely tick that box. Because when I jump into a game like PoE, like Diablo 4, like Lost Ark, like WoW, all I want to do is just to kill monsters and to level up and to get better gear and to progress through the story. That's look, at a fundamental level, that's all I want to do, right? PoE allows me to do that. And what I also like about PoE is that there's so many ways to just do one thing. And that might sound kind of counterintuitive, like I just want to do this to get this. But actually it's not. It's not like that at all. Like, you go through the ascendancy you can get gear via the ascendancy and unlocking like the treasure chest and stuff like that. You can just go through the game itself and get gear. You can do the other kind of seasonal events. You got like heist. You have there's just so many other different things you can do in the game to get gear. You also get cards which you can then trade into the card dealer, and then he gives you kind of either currency or he gives you gear, and it's just I love it. I just love the amount of ways that you can do one thing, and they're all kind of different in their own way. They've got different mob types, they've got different map types. That's what I was thinking about Delve, right? You've got the mine. You go into the mine. I really enjoy going into the mine and just like clearing out minions in the mine, holding yourself, getting azurite, or getting the chests, or getting the loot from those different areas, and going deeper and deeper. Then the monsters get harder, and you also need to go farm that as well. Like, I like doing those kind of things, because again, at a fundamental level, all I want to do is just jump into the game and kill a load of monsters. Like, that's all I want to do, and it allows me to do it effectively as well. And just kind of comparing that to D4 is that I don't feel like anything's stopping me. If I die in PoE, I either wasn't paying attention to something that was happening, like, I don't know, like an explosion, or there's fire on the ground, or I killed an elite and, there was fire somewhere, or poison, or frost. There's something there that's killed me, or I just haven't been paying too much attention. Where when it comes over to D4, I'm usually frozen, or I've been CC'd and then I die because of that. Like, I feel like I've been cheated in the way that I've died in D4, but in PoE I feel like I died because I'm bad. So there's a difference, right? One is get better at the game, and the other is I can't move, and therefore I'm now dead. I'm on Act 8, so Part 2, Act 8. I haven't completed the game yet. I haven't jumped into maps yet. I think I got my first map the other day, but I'm still going to jump into that kind of soon. I'm gonna try to do like a full review of the game. I feel like I need to complete it. There's lots in the game that I haven't experienced yet either. Like, I've seen Quinn playing the game, and there's obviously a lot to it. There's obviously the Uber bosses that I haven't jumped into yet. There's so much in the game that I haven't experienced. New seasons, and the new season event is also pretty cool as well. And you get currency and gear from that. I like that. Again, there's so many ways to so many ways to like skin a cat or something like that. But there's just so many ways to do one thing, get gear, because that's what we want to do. When I kill monsters, get gear, and there's like 1,000 ways to do it. And there's going to be a way that you can do that, right? If you like going into the mines, you can do it in the mines. If you want to go and do it from their new way to do it, you can do that. If you want to go do heist, you can do it via heist. If you want to go do it through harvest, you can go do it through harvest. Like there's like a million and one ways to do one thing, and it's fantastic, right? Very, very good. I can see why people don't like starting off on the game, right? There's a lot to the game, right? There's a lot to the game, especially like just off the bat. If you were to look at a seasoned person's inventory, for instance, I can see why you put off. There's like all these different gems, there's like currency that isn't gold, there's skills, there's this giant skill board, and there's two of them. There's one for maps, and there's one for your own character as well. And there's loads of different types of build. You need to download this, you need a filter. Like I completely get why people are turned off by this game. And don't get me wrong, I was turned off for a long time as well. But if you just break it down and just take it step by step, like use someone else's builds or research a build just to take the weight off of yourself, to just experience the game and what the game has to offer, it helps you get through the game a lot easier, and a lot it allows you to have more fun because you're not really thinking about those kind of things. That weight has been lifted, and you just like follow the build path of the skill tree, follow the build guide in terms of gear, and then you'll begin to understand the game and how it works a lot more. You'll be understand, you know, why gems are important, why the sockets are important in gear, why they need to be linked. Obviously there's a load of the game that I don't understand because again, I'm still quite new to it. But just kind of going off of the game itself, like it's just, yeah, wait, huh? It's just crazy, right? There's a load to it, right? Especially when you open up the gem tab and currency, you got, you know, upgrades, upgrade normal item to rare item, upgrade rare item to magic item, upgrade magic item to rare item, reroll stats on gear, and then you have these other things that you can use that can upgrade a specific piece of armor, that can add resistance modifiers to it, that can add cold damage to them. You know, there's a lot to do, but it's nice to see. I would rather a load to do in the game and to understand or to try and figure out what that stuff does than there be nothing in the game and for there to be nothing to understand. Because one, you're always going to be learning throughout the time that you play the game, and the other, you're gonna be like, oh well, is this it? No, you know what game I'm talking about. If you are new to PoE and you do want to jump into PoE, definitely do it. Follow someone else's builds, pull up a build guide, download some of the things that you're going to need. You will need Path of Builder Community, I think that's what it's called. You will need that just to kind of have your reference of your build and skills and build guide, just to take that weight off of you when you are playing the game. But then use that, delve into the game, have a good time, maybe do a bit of like YouTubing, that kind of thing. But I would assume that a lot of people that delved into PoE didn't like it because they tried doing it themselves and then got confused. Their build didn't work. What are my support gems doing? What's this? I want to play like this and I can't play like that. All those kinds of things, right? So that's why I say they'll stop playing. And even for me, I actually had to re-roll my character. I built my character, my first one, wrong. I got it to level 57 and it just wasn't doing the damage and I was just getting one shot. I was like, then I re-rolled my character and then chose another build to go for. And now I'm really enjoying the game a lot more than I was on my previous character. And it didn't feel like a bore either, going through like the story again. Well, I don't really know the story of PoE, but going through the campaign again, it didn't feel like a bore. It didn't feel like a chore at all. I just could carry through it, and I had a good time again, just with another character, another way to kill monsters, and just like another way to experience the game and to then hoard more loot and then to get better at it. And I feel like this is the build that's going to push me through to the end, so I can't wait to actually experience that and jump onto the Uber bosses and see if we can do those. And even if it can't, I think then I'll re-roll again and then try a different build, because it's always a new experience with a new build and playing the game. And I think that's what is so unique about the game as well. on top of its skill system and all that other kind of stuff. But yeah, that's kind of like my review. I'd say if it was a review, more like my opinion of the game, I guess. But yeah, yeah, I think I've said what I've needed to say about the PoE so far. But yeah, guys, I'll do a full in-depth review video on PoE. This is kind of just like how I feel about the game so far. But yeah, until next time. Cheers, guys.